Is today. Fox's Kevin Corke reports Secret Service spotted him first.
He appeared to have the imprint of a weapon on him. So when officers approached the guy, he took off and then he started firing on them. They, of course, returned fire. The suspect was hit, but then again, so was a child near the scene. Both the child and the gunman remain hospitalized. They are recovering.
Cole Allen remains jailed today after a judge apologized to the suspect in the White House Correspondents' Dinner attack for facing restrictive conditions in jail while on suicide watch. There are going to the polls today in 2 states. Indiana, President Trump is backing Republicans there in 7 primaries that he's trying to unseat GOP state senators to join Democrats, blocking a congressional redistricting. In Ohio,
Republican John Husted is running in his Senate primary unopposed. The former lieutenant governor was appointed to the seat by outgoing Governor Mike DeWine when then Senator J.D. Vance moved on to become vice president. On the Democratic side, former Senator Sherrod Brown is back and has far outraised his Democratic primary challenge.
That's Fox's Jessica Rosenthal. America's listening to Fox.
Here's a tale of Tina searching up and down for decent GLP-1s, but got spun around.
Till GoodRx wrote in, hey, we got something new. GLP-1 prescriptions, all FDA approved.
Brand name meds, no flags that are red.
Clear pricing from the start. None of those hidden fees in your cart.
Delivered to your door or pick up same day. Darn tootin'.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
I put it to goodrx.com/weight loss. GoodRx is not insurance.
Lots of places can expose you to identity theft, but that's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats to your identity, which is way more than anyone can do on their own. If they find anything suspicious, like new loans or changes in your financial accounts, they'll alert you right away, all through text, phone, email, or the LifeLock app. Get the alerts that can make all the difference. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK. LifeLock.com, 800-LifeLock, 1-800-LifeLock, or LifeLock.com. Use the promo code BECK at LifeLock.com.
We're learning more about the suspected arsonist in California accused of setting a fire that grew later into the massive and deadly Palisades wildfire in January of last year that burned down thousands of homes in the Los Angeles area. Prosecutors have revealed in court documents Jonathan Rinderneck was angry at the world and upset he didn't have any New Year's Eve plans. Meanwhile, California is taking action against State Farm.
California Insurance Commissioner Ricardo Lara revealing the state has filed an accusation and order to show cause against State Farm, noting out of more than 11,000 claims from State Farm customers related to last year's deadly Palisades and Eaton fires, state investigators reviewed 220, finding nearly 400 violations, including of the Unfair Insurance Claims Practices Act. Lara alleges State Farm delayed, underpaid, and buried policyholders in red tape at the worst moment of their lives, adding in a statement that is unacceptable and we are taking decisive action to hold them accountable. He goes on to say the filing is the first step toward a public hearing before an administrative judge. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
A college is caught up in the controversy of a Trump crackdown on transgender policies.
Smith College in Massachusetts has admitted self-identified transgender women since 2015. Many women's colleges do. The Education Department is investigating whether Smith is in violation of Title IX, banning sex discrimination in schools that receive federal money. There's an exception for private undergraduate colleges like Smith, allowing single-sex admissions without violating the law. The Education Department's Assistant Secretary for Civil Rights, Kimberly Ritchie, says in a statement, an all-women's college loses all meaning if it's admitting biological males. A Smith spokesperson says the school is aware of the investigation and that the college is fully committed to its institutional mission and values, including compliance with civil rights laws. Chris Foster, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are rising as oil prices drop 2%, though with the gas pump another 3-cent increase today. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
News Talk 710 KURV, broadcasting from the Valley's All-American Truck Headquarters studio at PayneAutomall.com.
Happy Tuesday. It is May 5th, 2026. You know what, Freddie, for the sales staff, it's Cinco de Mayo. They'll be drinking all day today, so they won't be selling anything today, or radio sales staff. So happy Cinco de Mayo. Welcome to the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. I'm Sergio Sanchez, along with show producer Fred Cruz and Jason Caterina from Acura. They're serving up the heat today and tomorrow. How about some relief on Thursday, Friday? There's a chance of that, and we'll visit even the chance of rain. That's coming up in about 3 minutes. We'll speak with Jason Caterina from AccuWeather. In the meantime, we start the morning news with some good news, potential good news for some retired Texas teachers. They might be paying less for health care in near future.
The governor has announced directing the TRS Board of Trustees to implement the maximum feasible premium reductions for retired educators enrolled in Medicare Advantage insurance. The governor's news release and a letter he sent to the TRS Trustees chairman does not give the amount of the premium reduction or when it will start.
That is Bill Oliver reporting. About 96,000 students will be notified this week that they can participate in the Texas School Voucher Program. The acting comptroller, Kelly Hancock, gave an update yesterday. The first 42,600 awardees received notices last month. It's 7:07 on the Valley's Morning News. Local note. It's $1 million bond for a local man. Went before a judge yesterday to receive a bond hearing. 31-year-old Miguel Angel Suarez was at court for his bond hearing in Edinburgh Court yesterday. Investigators say that Suarez was intoxicated when he ran a red light at the intersection of Salinas Street and West Monte Cristo this past Saturday night. As a result of an accident, 39-year-old Martha Luna Miranda died in a crash, and multiple individuals in Miranda's vehicle were injured. Suarez is charged with several counts, including manslaughter and intoxicated manslaughter. At 7:08 on the Valley's Morning News. There is a new shadow police force that is working traffic control in some parts of the Lone Star State.
Wannabe cops get a peace officer's license to become a reserve officer, but instead of helping the department in their hometown, they use it to get jobs at construction sites.
Almost a sub-industry, if you will, a shadow industry of reserves that aren't doing what you think of when you say reserves.
Gregory Stevens, who heads the Texas Commission on Law Enforcement, says it creates confusion when someone from the capital area is enforcing traffic laws in the valley. They've started charging some of these guys with impersonating an officer.
It's 7:08 on the Valley's Morning News. And as you head to school to drop off the huercos, drop off the kids. So there's new research showing that banning cell phones at school has some upsides for kids, but it's not a cure-all.
The good news, banning cell phones in schools can improve mental well-being, but the nonprofit National Bureau of Economic Research found no improvement in test scores or attendance. Researchers looked at thousands of schools and found that grades and attendance have not improved following cell phone bans. About 2/3 of the states have passed laws that limit cell phone use in school. I'm Rory O'Neill.
It's 7:09 on News Talk 710 KURV. Coming up right after AccuWeather, how the High Court is involved in mail order and allowing mail order abortion pills. Again, temporarily, they're studying the issue. That's coming up right after AccuWeather. And we want to say thank you to Dougie and all the gang at Martin Farm and Ranch. They provide us 7 o'clock AccuWeather. Heard about Martin's, your herd. Well, thank you. HERD, your herd. Well, thank you. Balanced mineral nutrition for your herd at Martin Farm and Ranch. Say hi to Dougie from us. Well, Jason Caterina, meteorologist from AccuWeather, serving up the heat today and tomorrow. Triple digit, right? Even record-breaking potential, you said, right, for tomorrow?
Yeah, real close to it, as a matter of fact. Here, let me scooch down here. Yeah, we'll tie the record tomorrow. It's from 1971. The record is 100. So in McAllen, we should tie it tomorrow.
All right. Okay. So Texas weather, as a result of a cool front that's crossing, does it change radically up in central Texas? Let's start San Antonio.
San Antonio. You got me.
Yeah.
You switched them around on me today.
Yeah.
No, not today. They're fine today. Rather cloudy, humid San Antonio. Dallas could get a bit hectic later in the day. A strong thunderstorm capable of hail and damaging winds this afternoon and evening as well. So could be some flight issues around Dallas if you've got connectors or you're coming or going out of there. Outside of that, quiet for Houston as well, just mainly cloudy.
All right. The temperature change for us starting Thursday, right? We're looking at about a 10, 15 degree change as a result of the tail end and cloud cover and rain.
Chance for a couple thunderstorms, especially Thursday later in the day and Thursday night into Friday.
Have you run the computers to see how much rain we might get?
Oh,
inch or
no,
what?
I haven't done that yet. It's
Okay.
still a little far out for those, but
Yes, it is far out. 2 days away still is far out because this thing always changes radically, man. You just never know if it's gonna all that energy is gonna get down here. Okay, so the AccuWeather forecast today should be close to triple digits. Same thing tomorrow. Triple digits plus for tomorrow. You want to enjoy some cooler temperatures like low 90s? Yeah, go to the beach. Go right next door to Elon Musk there at SpaceX. All right, let's see.
let's see. Still only looking like about, I was able to stretch it out. Maybe a 10th during the day on Thursday.
That's nothing.
Maybe 2/10 Friday during the day.
Yeah, we get more bird droppings. And
Yeah,
bird droppings
yeah.
than we
I mean, that's not a lot, but
Yeah, oh well. We'll take the cloud cover and the slightly cooler temperatures on this Cinco de Mayo day, which
yeah, it's Cinco de Mayo.
yeah, we're not going to sell anything. The sales staff will be drinking all day today. Let's see here. We also celebrate hoagies, which what's your favorite hoagie place up in New York? You have one like just could be a national.
We got a place called DeBella's here. I don't know if they're a
I'm sure
national
it's
thing.
awesome. I'm sure it's New York afterwards.
They make they've got an everything bun. It's like an everything bagel, but it's a bun roll, sandwich roll. It's really good. They're Italian mixes.
Some of the people in the audience, all they hear is carbs. Good morning to all the gang at Subway, at Firehouse Subs, Jersey Mike's. Do we still have Quiznos down here? No? Well, they're gone. All right. I know I got to cut you loose, buddy. Have a great day. We'll call you next hour. That's AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina on 710 KURV. You like stacking up the sandwich, right, Freddie? I mean, like, what's your typical order at? Let's go with Subway, right? Because that's what we have. Or Subway, because everybody knows. Oh, you have it? Okay. Oh, you like that one. So now let's get to the fixins. Lettuce, tomato, pickle, olives. What do you get? No olives, no onions. No mayo. No ranch. No vinegar. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah. As long as you eat it like quick. All right. So it's National Hoagie Day, and on this day that we appreciate teachers, so go buy them a hoagie. Go buy them a Subway, right? And instead of sending an apple, like send like a 12-inch hoagie. It's National Teacher Appreciation Day. What do you have, Maestro? What do you want to do? Okay, here we go. Let me get the right story queued here. I promised this right before AccuWeather. Here it is. Mail order access to an abortion pill is being restored. Was restored Monday by the High Court. Restored for now. The High Court issued an emergency order, and they did this in order to give the justices more time to examine the issue.
The order from the Supreme Court allows pharmacy or mail order access without in-person doctor visits to continue for another week, as lawyers send arguments to the court. Manufacturers of mifepristone argue the drug is safe, but conservative states say mailing the drug weakens their abortion bans. Medication abortions using mifepristone now account for a majority of abortions in the U.S., blunting the impact of the overturning of Roe v. Wade in 2022. Since then, nearly half of all U.S. states have implemented bans or restrictions on the medical procedure. Tony Waterman, Washington.
One of the bigger stories for our region in recent days, a private sector investment to a new desalination project, new desalination plant, or Padre Island, the city. Big splash, big news. About a week ago, we got word on that. What is the economic impact? Not only in millions of dollars, but also job creation and new engineering jobs, water engineers, things like that. I continue that conversation with one of the individuals involved in this private sector IDE desal project, Israeli desalination engineers project for RGV Desal. That's next on 710 KURV.
There's a new kind of energy at Starbucks. Try the all-new energy refreshers, strawberry acai, mango dragon fruit, or the all-new mango strawberry. New energy refreshers only at Starbucks.
Chevy Silverado, the truck that America depends on. Get a new 2026 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 Crew Cab for only $32,000 to $995, or pay $30,000 to $995 for a new 2026 Chevrolet Colorado Crew Cab at Payne West Laco Chevrolet, Payne Alice Chevrolet, and PayneGM.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Locate to get us regardless.
Look at the rack on that one. You know that buck's been eating Purina Antler Max 20 because it ensures maximum antler growth. Martin Farm and Ranch Supply also stocks a full line of deer nutrition for keeping your deer in top shape. In addition to being a certified Purina feed dealer, Martin sells all seasons feeders and blinds. So remember, Purina Antler Max 20 and all seasons feeders. Your deer can't do any better.
Come see us at Martin Farm and Ranch Supply in Edinburgh. Just look for the horse.
Information on your town and your community.
The Valley's Morning News.
News Talk 710 KURV.
710 KURV is your only radio station in the Valley for Houston Astros baseball. So they're hosting the Dodgers. 640 broadcast tonight on 710 KURV. Thank you to Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women. This conversation on 710 KURV taking place at the Livery venue downtown Brownsville as folks gathered for a regional Why Texas conversation. A lot of folks in economic development capacity, Port of Brownsville, City Hall, from Brownsville, McAllen, Laredo, sitting and talking about what we have, what we need for economic growth in the area. And of course, this area of Texas, Brownsville, McAllen, we're leading the state. In fact, one of the most recent reports was Brownsville, as far as percentage growth of industry and jobs, was like 7.3%, something like that. McAllen was at 6.9%, right behind. So one of the resources that we need for industry and for all the rooftops that are coming and all the thirsty people in thirsty industry, we need water. And as I said earlier, need is the mother of invention, right? And the market is responding. We featured this exclusively a few days back, and I'd like to continue this conversation with Mark Ellison with IDE Desal, which is Israel Desalination Engineers, partnering with U.S. Desal, helping to create RGV Desal. This is the private sector looking at the need, looking at the demand for water in industry and all the people moving to Texas and South Texas. There will be water. It might cost a little bit more if you want to drink it, but man, I see this water purification of Gulf water. The first customers that I see would be industry, Elon Musk, the refinery, data centers, chip manufacturers. Yeah, that would be it. And Mark Ellison, welcome back to the program. Come up to the microphone, my brother.
Yeah.
I appreciate you making time here at this gathering today.
Good to be with you.
One topic that I did not get to when I spoke with you earlier was potential job creation. Yeah. The $1 billion desal facility is going to require slab and erecting a structure and all that. So their ballpark figure, how many jobs do you think that would create? And then permanent jobs with water engineers once it's up and running. What do you think?
Okay. Well, certainly this plant is going to be in $750 to $800 million to build the plant. Mm-hmm. And so goes with that the construction jobs, and, you know, that'll be hundreds, if not thousands of people involved in that. The actual desal plant is very advanced technology. To run the plant is about 50 jobs. High skill, high wage jobs. But where the real multiplier comes in from job creation is that when the community, when the region can say that if you move your company here, you have water, that's where they start bringing in hundreds, the thousands of jobs. So it's a multiplier. You've got to have the workforce, the water, and the power. And so it's in and of itself a job creator, but a big job multiplier.
Turning a desert into a breadbasket.
We've seen the miracle of engineers, Israeli engineers, and this desal technology that, yes, has provided a breadbasket in Israel, turning that desert, desalination water, cleaning up all that water from the Mediterranean or brackish water underneath. And you see it at the UAE, you see it in Saudi Arabia. I'm so glad you guys showed up. And you are investing, or the new group, the private sector group is investing, because there is potential for plenty of return here in South Texas, the way industry is moving to South Texas.
Yes, the public-private partnership is a real great benefit for Texas consumers and taxpayers. By allowing private investment to come in, partner with public investment, with the public utilities that are here, the irrigation districts and others, where state and federal dollars can come in, help put in the infrastructure to distribute the water, while we in the private side build and operate the plant. That is a real benefit to, once again, the citizens, the new jobs, agriculture, and manufacturing.
You have the land already, right?
Yes.
RGV desal. The land is north of the city of South Padre.
That's correct.
I was told by a friend that it was some ranch-owning group. They sold the land.
Old South Texas families.
And South, I believe. So like that. So they sold the land. So how big is the parcel where this desal plant would go?
We're estimating the plant's going to take up a parcel of about 50 acres.
Okay.
The actual water plant, there's no smokestacks, there's none of that. It's just cleaning water. We're working with the electric utilities to get the electricity, and there'll be the power component there. So it's about 50 acres. We'll have access to the ocean where we'll bring the water in, and then the clean but a bit saltier brine will be put back into the Gulf, where it will blend back into the very big open ocean.
How far away is the send back, the brine? How far away is it from the intake? I would imagine you need a little bit of distance to try to keep it.
Yeah, we will have, our engineers have already started working on that and working to put the permits together to separate the two. And we're going to be working, for instance, with the folks at UT Rio Grande Valley and marine biology and our experts to make sure we take care of the Gulf. That is very important for us, for the region, and we've got a lot of experience around the world in dealing with that, and so we're going to bring that experience to the table.
Mark Ellison is with IDE, that's Israel Desalination Engineers, along with U.S. Desal. They have helped spur the creation of this RGV desal company. They have the land, and you told me last time that maybe in about 5 or 6 years, hoping that all the regulatory hurdles with TCEQ, all whatever it needs. And is it just the state of Texas you're waiting for permits, or do you have to wait for the feds also to give you a blessing?
Well, we have to deal with the Corps of Engineers, and the industrial community down here knows how to do that. The port does it all the time, and we're accustomed to it. The great thing about Texas is we've got a business-friendly state, and TCEQ is good to work with. They're very busy with all the growth in Texas. So we're going to bring our best and brightest to the table. Our team of people with US Desal have experience in permitting, and so I think we're going to be able to get it done as briskly as possible. You've also got a great legislative delegation, both for the state legislature and the federal government, that they're all getting on board to help out. The governor's excited about this project and wants to see it happen in a regional basis, not a one here and a one there. You get the efficiencies of scale by building a big plant to supply a region.
Is this the first beachhead for your company, for your engineers in Texas or in the nation? In Texas.
In Texas, it is. Okay. We have a plant we're working on, the newest plant in Israel, that we call the sister plant to this one, that's right near the beach. It'll be about the same size, And so we can think of both Israel and the Rio Grande Valley as the Holy Land. So, yeah.
It is. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Well said. All right.
Yeah.
We need water engineers.
Yeah.
And hello, UTRGV. You mentioned you're already talking with them, to create that curriculum to get in the engineering, advanced manufacturing and engineering school that we have, to maybe create a pipeline for the water engineers that you will need?
Well, we were just discussing in one of the groups here, we have already started visiting with Southmost College
Texas
and
Southmost,
with
okay.
Texas A&M
Excellent.
TEKS, to develop those technicians. As we all know, that a lot of baby boomers are retiring from some of these basic industries like water technicians. Well, now not only do we have people retiring, we have a whole new phase of technology to bring to the table. So we're going to work and do training, provide equipment, provide curriculum to train not just the people we need for
Excellent.
our plant, but for all the water utilities within the region. And we're working closely through the Texas Desalination Association to be able to get those opportunities, because once again, these are high skill and high wage jobs, and there's a path for these young people to go if they want to get advanced degrees.
As long as people drink, they
Yeah.
get thirsty.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
got job security.
Yeah,
got jobs.
that's right.
So, will this be the largest plant for IDE in the U.S.?
Well,
in the world, or
well,
in the
not,
U.S. or
not,
what?
not in the world, but we may get there.
Okay.
This we designed and operate a plant in Carlsbad, California, San Diego County, that's 54 million gallons a day. We are looking to start this plant roughly about that size, with the potential to grow to 100 million gallons a day. As demand increases, we can add to the plant because it's built in a modular format. We just finished a plant in Israel that's 185 million gallons a day.
Wow.
Yeah, well, and Israel's in a unique situation because they don't have as many water options as we've got here in the valley. And effectively, for drinking water in Israel, it doesn't have to rain. 80% of their drinking water comes from the ocean.
Yeah.
And so what we're excited about here is the valley's going to be in a position to be maybe the most diversified water supply region in the state. Surface water, groundwater, brackish and fresh, and seawater desal. The valley's not going to run out of water.
Yeah. Do you see industry as being the top customer initially? Elon Musk, all these people.
They may very well be
Yeah.
the anchor customer, if you will, and we look to serve them, and for that matter, industry as far up as McAllen too. We will do that through the existing utilities by being able to make sure they've got enough volume of water to supply those industries. And sometimes the industries need a different quality of water. A lot of times they don't necessarily need potable water, but they need desalinated water. And we will work with them, work with the port to be able to get them what they need. And we see ourselves as part of the economic development team of the Rio Grande Valley.
You mentioned San Diego, California, right near San
Yep,
Diego.
yep.
How many more plants do you have in the nation? The cleaning of ocean water?
We have another plant in Northern California, a smaller plant. We're finishing a plant in Fort Lauderdale in Florida. And there's not much seawater desal, really just 2 large plants in the U.S. So it's a little new to North America, but we've done 400 plants around the world. The Middle East, we're building 2 plants in Chile now.
Yeah.
So it's not new technology, but it's advancing technology.
Well, you mentioned Governor Abbott is
Yeah.
a big fan. Might there be another one another announcement near future for another plant. Metro Houston could use one. Corpus is desperate for water, for example.
This will be the first, but it won't be the last.
All right. Mark, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Looking forward to more conversations
All right.
with you. And thank you.
We'll keep you up to date.
Yes, sir. Thank you for coming to South Texas and helping to be part of the solution. Private sector solution, meeting the demand. There you go. We got fresh water on the way. Lord willing, in about 5 or 6 years.
Yep.
That's your plan. All right. We'll hope for a speedy regulatory process then. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Mark Ellison with IDE Technologies. I want to say thank you as well to the city of Brownsville, the Economic Development Office as well in Brownsville. The Port of Brownsville allowed us to be at the Why Texas conversation just a few days back. Got big happenings in South Texas. If there's a need, there's demand, there's a solution, and the private sector is answering providing that solution. So listen to KURV for updates on that Deep South project coming up. Thank you for joining us on Newstalk 710 KURV. This is the Valley's Morning News. 710 KURV is home to the Astros. How'd they do last night? Sports next on 710 KURV. If you're a property owner, I have an amazing value and potentially some peace of mind. Look, if you call Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing, the cutting-edge roof installation and maintenance, cutting-edge roof repair know-how at Chamberlain Roofing Waterproofing, they will check to make sure that everything is okay with your commercial roofing systems, because some of y'all have several buildings. What are you waiting for? Call them today. Huh? This is the top roofer in this entire region with massive footprints and huge projects, not only in Texas, but across the nation as well. Almost 130 years of experience, combined experience, and they make sure that they train their people left and right, that they multitask, and also safety training. They emphasize that. These are great people. And for free, to have them come over to go visit your buildings and give you an truly expert report. They know what to look for. And if they tell you, hey, you're good to go. You're good to go. But that's a lot of peace of mind for free. Call Chamberlain Roofing Waterproofing. Get all your buildings inspected, all the roofing systems inspected for free with Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing. 956-655-6178.
If you're looking to improve your overall health and have a better quality of life, Dr. T's Primary Care is the place to go. If you feel tired or stressed or less motivated, if you're moody or if you have trouble sleeping, Dr. T's Primary Care will evaluate you and work with you to address your health concerns, including testosterone or menopause treatment, peptide treatment, IV vitamin infusions. Their licensed staff will take the time to listen to you and work with you to improve your overall health. Check out the website, drtsprimarycare.com. Give them a call in the calendar at 956-803-0058 in Harlingen, 956-368-5247.
It's going to be a night at the races, the massive annual fundraiser to benefit a beautiful ministry known as Camp University. I'm Sergio Sanchez. Join me from the McAllen Convention Center, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., Cinco de Mayo, as we come together to raise the most money for Camp University. We'll get a chance to speak to some of the directors and families blessed by Camp University. And please make a bid right now on the silent auction items at natr26.givesmart.com.
It's Houston Astros baseball later tonight as they host the LA Dodgers. First pitch at 7:10. Powered by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women and News Talk 710 KURV.
Are you ready?
The 710 KURV Sports Desk is brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women.
The Houston Astros couldn't keep up with the Los Angeles Dodger offense in the series opener last night. Final score 8-3. The Astros decided to exercise a bullpen game, so Stephen Okert started on the mound and gave up an early run off 3 straight Dodger singles in the first. Houston found some run support right after in the bottom first with Jose Altuve driving in Yordan Alvarez, and then a wild pitch would score Isaac Paredes for a 2-1 lead. The Dodgers scored 6 runs across the second and third innings, but the game was far from over. In the bottom fifth, Zach Cole hit this solo homer to get some momentum building for Houston.
And Cole drills it down the right field line. Ball is hooking, and it is a fair ball home run. Just kept it fair down the right field line for Zach Cole's first home run of the year.
Sadly, neither team would score across the next 4 innings for a final score of 8-3. Game 2 is set for 7:10 tonight from Daikin Park, coverage on Space City Home Network. The San Antonio Spurs fought till the final second but dropped the opening game of round 2 of the playoffs against Minnesota last night. Final score 104-102. Both teams brought A-plus defenses as neither team scored 30 points in a quarter until the fourth. Victor Wembanyama finished the game with 12 blocks, a new NBA playoff record. San Antonio had 7 scores in double figures, finished with 11 points and 15 rebounds. Game 2 is set for tomorrow night at 8:30 from Frostbank Center, coverage on ESPN. With your Texas in the Morning Sports Report, I'm Jet Nelson.
AccuWeather says highs today, triple digits. Chihuahua, Mid-Valley, Western Valley, triple digits. Today, tomorrow, same thing. Ooh-wee, nice and hot. So by Thursday, we get the tail end of some cool front crossing the area. So highs on Thursday and Friday. We're hoping to keep it somewhere in the mid-upper 80s. The same thing for Friday. And maybe see a little moisture, a little bit of rain in the area. Border Bridge wait times is posted on KURV.com. Again, these are all wait times headed back to the U.S. If you are headed back to the Brownsville area, it's busy at B&M and Gateway, hour and a half. It's an hour at Veterans. Headed back to the McAllen, Mission, Edinburgh area. Close to an hour, 45 minutes to an hour at all 3 bridges. Business news check of your money. That's next on 710 KURV. The pulse of the 956 also at Radio Para Mi. Get the free app and listen on your smartphone. Top real estate team in this entire region is the Ryan and Brian real estate team. It takes more than just putting a sign on a property and expect it to sell. That's just, if you have dealt with real estate agents that do that, yeah, you need to find the top team that will actually get your house sold, because maybe that house has been on the market for way, way too long. Trust the Ryan and Brian real estate team. The only team I'm trusting to sell my home. Find me a home. The Ryan and Brian real estate team, Dylan and Isabella. They needed to sell a home here in the McAllen area. And of course, they didn't want to wait around forever. Jessica, a member of the Ryan and Brian team, assured them that would not happen because the Ryan and Brian team have aggressive and successful marketing approach, and they have like thousands of people on a waiting list of potential buyers for them. Every single day, man, every day the Ryan and Brian team are selling homes for the most money possible, and they even guarantee that they can sell your home. Dylan and Isabella's home, thanks to the Ryan and Brian team, sold in 18 days. That is crazy fast. 18 days. Oh, and it sold for $25,000 over asking price. Mm-hmm. That could be you, my friend. So start that conversation with the Ryan and Brian team today, 956-540-2536. The website, ryanandbrian.com. That's ryanandbrian.com.
If you're selling your home, don't be trying. Call Ryan and Brian. Go to ryanandbrian.com.
Here you go, Dad.
At LSNB, we build strong foundations on values that matter.
And business practices you can rely on.
Investing in education.
Volunteering in the communities we serve.
And fueling our region's economy.
For over 40 years.
Our mission has been supporting area businesses.
We are LSNB.
Donating more money to more causes than all other area banks combined.
Here, in a place we call home. We are LSNB.
The Valley's Bank.
The 710 KURV Thursday Drive Home, live from the Harlingen Convention Center, as a lead-in program 4 to 6 p.m. to Mayor Norma Sepulveda's annual State to the City address. Local supporters will give us their report on area projects, workforce issues. City leadership will provide us an update on sales gains, home and commercial construction, and job creation. The KURV Ambassador broadcast Thursday for the Harlingen State of the City address, made possible by ERO Architects and Mott's Building Materials.
Audio streaming on KURV.com. Powered by South Texas Buick GMC, McAllen, Mission.
I'm Nicole Murray with Your Money Now. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong said the company will cut roughly 14% of its workforce, citing a combination of market volatility and how AI is quickly changing how the company operates. The move comes ahead of Coinbase's first quarter earnings, which the company is scheduled to report on Thursday. Ferrari beat Wall Street's first quarter earnings expectations and reconfirmed its guidance for the year. The sports car manufacturer reported adjusted earnings per share of $2.72 and revenue of nearly $2.2 billion during the first quarter. And more from the car sector, BYD reported that it delivered just over 314,000 new energy passenger vehicles in April, a 15.7% year-on-year decline as competition gets more intense. Meanwhile, Leapmotor and Zeekr posted new highs in monthly sales, while Xiaomi also saw gains. Futures are slightly higher as markets react to numerous solid earnings results. That's your money now.
AccuWeather says hot, hot, hot. Triple digits today, Mid-Valley, Western Valley. Same thing tomorrow. Tail end of a cool front sometime Thursday, Friday. So Thursday's highs right now should be in the upper 80s. Same thing on Friday. And chance of rain starting on Thursday. We'll talk about that with AccuWeather on the morning news, so join us. Thank you for joining us on Newstalk 710 KURV, and we hope that you find us on your smartphone. There's a free app called Radio Para Mí. We got Fox News coming up in about 2 minutes on 710 KURV. $35 a month, that's it. $35 a month, you got your own purified water source at your house. Your very own water purification system at your house, at your office, $35 a month. Now, at this moment, as the gas prices are crazy, I'm sure you're looking for alternatives. All of us are. No extra trips to the store, especially, among, you guys who are like, I do. I've got a truck. You got an SUV. You got a big truck. Yeah, let's try to save, try to cut down on those trips back and forth to the store, the H-E Butt and the big box store. And some of y'all think you're solving things by stacking up like big packs of bottled water. That's not purified water. That's bottled water. That's plastic holding what was at one time purified water. But, the leaching of the microplastics and the chemicals and start smelling like that eventually. Yeah, I know you don't want that. Just look, call Culligan for only $35 a month. You can have installed at your house, at your office, a reliable, constant stream of truly purified, truly healthy water from Culligan. A constant stream, and no matter what's happening in the world, yeah, you got water. You're good to go. You got purified water, truly purified water, healthy water. Drink, drink, drink. Don't forget to connect it to the Icebox. Culligan can help you with that as well. Call Culligan today. Get the system that I have at your house, 956-399-1780.
There's a new kind of energy at Starbucks. Try the all-new energy refreshers, Strawberry Yakai, Mango Dragon Fruits, or the all-new Mango Strawberry. New energy refreshers only at Starbucks.
Congratulations to the McAllen Chamber of Commerce. 5-star rated, according to the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. Jorge Sanchez created the bid for the 5-star rating award. He joined us on KURV and explained what it means to our community.
I think it gives us validation, first of all, that we're doing a good work in our community, that we're bringing quality programs like 1 Million Cups, for example, that it's a national program, and the Chamber took it, put their own stamp on it, and now in McAllen, we're leading a national en Espanol program for 1 Million Cups, for example. So to answer your question, it gives us credibility on our programming, on our leadership, and on our people, our community, because I think at the end of the day, we're showcasing that, yeah, we have great programming, we have great implementation of our programming, but we also have a great community that is taking advantage of these resources that its own chamber is putting out there.
Join the McAllen Chamber at McAllenChamber.com.
Bumper to bumper information.
The Valley's morning news.
News Talk 710 KURV.
Happy Tuesday. This is the Valley's morning news on News Talk 710 KURV. It is May 5th, 2026. Show producer Fred Cruz. I'm Sergio Sanchez, and across the area, upper 70s. And get ready for the heat. Should be triple digits today and tomorrow. News on 710 KURV is a service of Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys, ready to fight for you. Call 1-800-CAR-CRASH.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. The Pentagon delivering their latest briefing on the war with Iran, or Secretary Pete Hegseth minutes ago.
Project Freedom is defensive in nature, focused in scope, and temporary in duration, with one mission: protecting innocent commercial shipping from Iranian aggression.
Hegseth adds the naval blockade remains in effect, but is the ceasefire still in place?
U.S. officials told our Jen Griffin that we are closer to the resumption of major combat operations after what took place this week. Iran launched a missile and drone attack on the UAE.
Fox's Aisha Hajian at the White House. Gas up 3 cents overnight, landing at $4.48 a gallon. That's the national average from AAA. America's listening to Fox News.
It's 14 minutes to the hour on the Valley's Morning News. And for retired teachers, some potential good news. They might be saving a little bit of money on their health care in the near future.
The governor has announced directing the TRS Board of Trustees to implement the maximum feasible premium reductions for retired educators enrolled in Medicare Advantage insurance. The governor's news release and a letter he sent to the TRS Trustees chairman does not give the amount of the premium reduction or when it will start.
That's Bill Oliver with that report. A doctor from Texas has been convicted for illegally distributing more than 1 million illegal pills.
A federal jury in Houston found 65-year-old Dr. Barbara Marino wrote prescriptions for painkillers, oxycodone and hydrocodone, and a powerful muscle relaxer. She was the sole prescribing physician at Angels Clinica in Pasadena, a walk-in cash-only business. Prosecutors say many of the patients were brought to the clinic by drug dealers. The pills were then sold on the street. In less than a year, they say Marino got more than $400,000 from the clinic owners for writing prescriptions that lacked a real medical purpose. Among Marino's patients were a woman in her third trimester of pregnancy and a man who'd been diagnosed as bipolar and schizophrenic.
That's Stephen Pickering with that report. And for some of y'all who do a lot of traveling, there's no more Spirit Airlines, but JetBlue is picking up where Spirit left off.
JetBlue is expanding its Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport flight schedule following the shutdown of Spirit Airlines. JetBlue's expansion includes nonstop service destinations from Fort Lauderdale, including Baltimore, Charlotte, Columbus, Indianapolis, Nashville, Detroit, Houston, and Chicago. Information on when the flight services begin can be found on JetBlue's official website. I'm Jim Roop.
This is the Valley's Morning News on Newstalk 710 KURV. Hope you can join us at Radio Para Mi, the free app. Listen to 710 KURV. One advantage, you can do a rewind, just like you do on X Live and Facebook Live and the YouTube Live thing that producer Freddie puts us on. Yeah, you can rewind and check out the primers, a little headline, see if we can do a deep dive of something that interests you. 710 KURV is at Radio Para Mi. Of all the things stressing you out today, you got, of course, work and some report or project that's due, things like that. You're thinking about your kids, thinking about your family, thinking about your mom and dad because they need help too. Are they going to be okay? You're not alone in taking care of your parents. You may have many siblings, but as they said in my extended family, de todos no se hace uno. Like from all the brothers and sisters, you can put all of them together. You can't even complete one good son or daughter to take care of mom and dad, right? And as an only child, well, I had no choice, man. I got to go. It's time to take care of mom and dad. Healthcare Unlimited are the folks that you need to call. Healthcare Unlimited. Call them today. You're not alone. Mom and dad can be safe in their home where they wish to be. That's where they want. That's where you want them to be. That's where they want to be, in their own home. Healthcare Unlimited was an awesome part of that team that helped take care of my mom and dad when they were here many years back. So call them today, and from buttoning up those shirts, taking the daily bath and cleanup, making sure that they got a meal, cooking at home, and cleaning up the house, and just little things that need to be done around the house that for mom and dad would be at their age and advanced state. It's insurmountable sometimes. They would not be safe at home without the care of Healthcare Unlimited. So call Healthcare Unlimited. Make them part of that team to take that stress monkey off your back. Mom and dad will be okay thanks to Healthcare Unlimited at their home. 956-994-9911.
Property taxes too high? For 20 years, CAT Tax has helped thousands of property owners lower their property taxes. Don't fall for competitors who don't even have an office here or rely on AI. You can't even speak to them on the phone. It's time to call CAT Tax. Customers switching from a competitor can take advantage of our low 10% contingency fee and lock in savings for the next 2 years. CAT Tax is a local company, so when you call us, you'll talk to a real human right here in the Valley, ready to help you every step of the way. And the best part, you pay absolutely nothing unless CAT Tax saves you money. Come see the CAT Tax difference today and ditch the out-of-town companies you can never get a hold of. Ditch the AI and talk to a real person. New to protesting property taxes, you can join the CAT Tax family today for just a 20% contingency fee. CAT Tax is Valley-owned, Valley-operated, and proud to serve our community just like we have for the last 20 years. Best results, lowest fees. Call CAT Tax today.